Okay, so in this lesson, what we're going to do is to use DeepSeek to help us come up with an AI related service business idea based on our previous experiences. Remember, you don't have to have experience as a consultant to begin consulting. What you need is experience in any other industry, in your industry, and my goal is to help you leverage your current professional experiences to start your own B2B service business. So let's use DeepSeek to come up with a service business idea that is AI driven based on your previous experience. And I'll use my own self and my own CV as an example. So let's go through it. All right. So the first thing is you want to be able to come up with the right prompt that will ensure the maximum rate of success. And what a lot of people don't realize is the AI chatbots can actually tell you what questions to ask such that you are able to get the most out of it. And here's what I mean. I'll come up here and say, I want to start, I want to start an AI driven B2B consulting business that brings me at least 15K per month by the end of the first year. I currently work a full-time job and have time constraints. I have I am attaching, okay, I'll just leave this for now and have time constraints. Currently work a full-time job as an accountant for a non-profit organization and have time constraints. If I am going to be successful at this venture, what questions do I need to ask you in such that you are able to help me come up with the best business idea and implementation plan? All right, so before I send it, I want us to go, I want to break down this um, prompt for you. So what I've done here is I am telling, and I can even go here and say, um, I can go to the top and say, take on the persona of a highly successful and experienced B2B slash online business coach. And coach me through the process of starting my own B2B, my own business. Then we proceed. I want to start an AI-driven B2B consulting firm or be AI-driven. Let's not make it too complicated. An AI-driven service business. I am keen on serving other businesses. I want this business to bring me, right, at least 15K per month by the end of the first year. I currently work a full-time job as an accountant, as an accountant for a nonprofit organization and have time constraints. If I'm going to be successful at this venture, what questions do I need to ask you such that you are able to help me come up with the best business idea and implementation plan? All right. So I'm coming in not even knowing the questions to ask, and I'm going to let the AI help me come up with the questions, and then I'll ask the same questions back and get some answers. So let's see now. Let's push this and see where it goes. So you can see the questions coming up as to what questions. And what I like is that with DeepSeek, it goes deeper. So it presents the question, but then it also is giving me some considerations um, to move forward. It gives you why the question is important, and then it goes a little bit deeper. So first question is, what specific problem will my AI-driven service solve for businesses? Why it matters. Your business must address a clear pressing pain point for your target audience. AI is broad field, so narrowing down to a specific problem will help. Ask yourself, what industry or niches do I understand well? What repetitive, time-consuming, or inefficient process could AI automate? What businesses currently struggling with AI that what are businesses currently struggling with that AI can solve better than existing solutions? Now, these are powerful questions that you probably wouldn't think of if you're not from a marketing background. All right. And then ideal clients. So what you then do is with these questions, now you see these are the questions. Now remember, AI is acting as a coach. So that he's asking you, he's giving you these questions, and all you're going to do is to take these questions and ask them right back to AI where applicable. For instance, for this, what industries or niches do I understand well? Well, this is a practical question for you. Now, if you're an accountant, you probably understand finance and accounting well, so you're not going to ask AI that question. But you now build on this to move to the next level. So let's see how many questions it comes up with here. 10 sets of questions for brainstorming. And then it gives you the next steps on validation and all of that. So 10 steps of questions for brainstorming. Each of them has like 3 questions in there. So what you want to do now is to go to say Google Docs and open up a document. Then you want to come back. You want to come back here to your conversation and say, okay, let's copy these questions because you don't want to lose these questions. You're going to come back and ask most of these questions right back to AI. So let's copy this whole thing. And it begins to say, let's start with question 1. What specific problem do you want? So you have this question and you put it here. Now, AI is your coach and helping you deal with this. So I'll come back here and say, okay, I am an accountant with a good appreciation for the finance industry. However, I have no idea as to what problem I want my AI driven business to solve. Okay. Then I'll come back here and look at the additional questions from number one and say, okay, he asked what industry do I know, what repetitive problem, what can I improve? So I'll take these two questions now and pose it back to the AI and say, okay, what repetitive time consuming inefficient problem could AI automate or improve? What businesses currently are struggling with? What are businesses currently struggling with that AI can solve better than existing solutions? So I take these two questions and take it right back here. I post them here. Then I send it. Let's see what the feedback is. Um, so as you can see, right before your eyes, the DeepSeek is giving me some ideas. It says, great, since you have a background in accounting and finance, you're already positioned to identify pain points in the industry. Let's brainstorm some repetitive time-consuming problems. Here are some ideas to get you thinking. Many businesses still manually input transactions into accounting software. AI can automate data extraction from receipts, invoices, and bank statements, reducing errors and saving time. Can you build a solution to help businesses do that? So instead of people manually entering the data from the receipts or invoices into QuickBooks or whatever accounting software they're using, all you need to do is to snap the receipt and AI extracts the data and keys it into the right field in the software. And it may not be as complicated as it sounds if you use the right tools. Financial forecasting. Creating an accurate financial forecasting budget is time intensive and often relies on outdated data. AI can analyze historical data, market trends, and real-time inputs to generate more accurate dynamic forecasts. Expense management. Again, so these are all different things that you could do. You could create AI-related tools using DeepSeek or ChatGPT to provide these services, tax preparation and compliance, accounts payable. So you see now you've got like 10 different business ideas in terms of just answering the first question, time-consuming and inefficient processes in finance. Then you come to what are businesses struggling with that AI can solve? Lack of real-time insight, high cost of manual processes, compliance, scalability. So they're all related. So let's look at potential services. AI-powered bookkeeping service. Okay, you offer automated bookkeeping for small businesses, financial forecasting, expense management, tax compliance, fraud detection. That is one that is huge for small businesses because a lot of businesses get stolen from a lot. Financial reporting, virtual CFO services. All right. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can now begin to go deeper and in a more detailed training, we will go into how to now move deeper because here, the next thing you want to do is to pick a niche. Choose one or two services that you want to perform, offer, and then you move on to validate, to find the right tools, put them together, and then you launch your service. So in our next video, we'll look at we'll continue from here, hopefully, by picking a niche and then validating the idea. I hope this has been helpful, and I will catch you in our next session.